KTRF Radio, AM 1230 and 93.3 FM. And a good morning Thursdays. And of course, Thursdays always mean Mark Allen's Hometown Heroes. Brought to you by Oakley Quilting, by Roxbury Truck Repair, and by Marco. And our hometown hero this week is Tracy Ham from the Oakley area. Tracy in studio. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Thanks for having me.
How are you doing?
Good. How about you?
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
We are going to learn a little bit about Tracy, and organ donation is kind of the topic. And Tracy is a hometown hero, and the reasoning is she is behind a benefit, an organized benefit for organ donation. So we're going to find out a little bit about that on today's show. Tracy, first off, if you would, let's learn about Tracy. Tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and about you.
Okay, well, I live in Oakley, Minnesota, and I have my husband, Ron, and two daughters, Mackenzie and Milena, and I work at Oakley Lumber, so.
Okay, and are you a hometown girl? Are you raised in this area?
I was. Grew up in Brooks, so moved to Oakley when I was about 15, I think, so.
And been there ever since?
Right, yep, good place.
Awesome. All right, very good. And organ donation is what we're going to talk a little bit about today. This last weekend you had, you are the organizer of a fundraiser, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this last weekend during Oakley Market Days was the event, right?
Correct,
Okay,
yep.
Tell us a little bit about the event, how it got started.
Okay, well, 5 of my friends and I were asked to help with this 5K for Oakley Market Days. This is the second time we've raised funds for an organ donation awareness area. Mm-hmm. And all of the funds go to the Second Chance for Life Foundation in Minneapolis. And so we just put on this 5K. This year's was called the Hero Hustle 5K. And it's just kind of, we think they're heroes. So anybody that's been involved with organ donation as a recipient or a transplant, any kind of transplant, a donor, they're all heroes. So that was a good name.
Absolutely. So how many years have you been doing this?
Well, we started 3 years ago, and this is our second for organ donation foundation.
Right. And
so.
is this something you're hoping to try to do every year?
I hope so.
Okay.
It's been going very well. So.
All right. How many? Do you know how many people roughly were involved?
There was about 53 signed up, I believe it
excellent.
was. So for Oakley, that's pretty good.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Oakley's not a real big town.
No,
all of our nice little small towns, and I think for an event, that's good to see.
Yep.
That's good to see. Tell us how you got involved with organ transplants.
Okay. Well, my dad, Bob Carrier, in 2016, he was having a lot of heart issues. He's had that for most of his life. And in 2016, he was transported from Thief River Falls to the University of Minnesota. And they put him in the hospital until he could receive a heart transplant. So he got a heart transplant on January 15th of 2017. So he was in the hospital for about 55 days, waiting for a new heart, and the day finally came. So.
And that's where I'm guessing you started really learning about organ donation.
Correct. Yep.
Okay. And that's so important. We're also going to talk a little bit here in just a few moments about the person that heart came from, because that's also an important part of it. When you're going through this, you learned, I'm guessing, it can be really difficult in organ donation, can it? Because you have to wait, and it's so unknowing, right?
Right. Yep. We had no clue. It was just wait and wait.
And as far as organ donation, it's not that hard to become an organ donor, is it?
Right. No. And actually, if you are ready to renew your driver's license, check the box. If you want to go online, just go to donatelife.com and you can register right online.
So it's not that
easy.
tough, is it?
No.
Okay. Are there difficulties? I mean, is it as simple as that, or do you have to let other people know about it?
It's as simple as that.
It is. So if on your driver's license it says you're an organ donor,
right.
There should be no disputes, right?
Right.
Okay. Yep. Do in all the things you've learned, did you find out? Do you talk to your family? I mean, should you talk to your family about the fact that you want to be an organ donor, so that if that time ever comes, that there's no questions?
It probably would be a good idea. I know the families whose heart my dad received, they had no clue that their son was an organ donor. So it was a little bit of a shock at the hospital for them, but it was they were happy to know that he had did this on his own.
All right. We want to learn a little bit about them. We're going to do that in just a moment. Our guest is Tracy Ham on our Hometown Heroes today. A lot of H's today. Hometown Heroes, of course, brought to you by Oakley Quilting Supply. Hey, remember for August, they have $3 off a yard of all the cotton, flannels, and fleece material. Oakley Quilting Supply carries many quilting lines that include Henry Glass, Quilting Treasures, and many more. They're adding new fabrics all the time, too, so stop in Main Street in Oakley and see all that they have to offer. Oakley Quilting Supply for all your quilting needs. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon. At Roxbury Truck Repair, truck shop, truck and trailer maintenance and repair at Roxbury Truck Repair. And Marco Communication Tools, Copiers, IT Services, and Maintenance. Check them out at marconet.com. Tracy Ham, our guest on Hometown Heroes today. Tracy, you just mentioned the family that your dad received the heart from. You had a chance to meet them.
We did.
And that was this last weekend, right?
Correct.
At Oakley Market Days. Tell us a little bit about the initial meeting and how it went.
Well, we met his parents. The donor's name was Ryan, and we met his parents, Tim and Kim. And they came all the way from Wisconsin, so it was a long drive. And so we were just really excited that they wanted to come because, coming to Oakley isn't much. But they wanted to be a part of the 5K. So they came and they walked in the 5K. And it was great. They were the best people you could ask for to meet. They were just friendly and nice, and it was wonderful.
Very emotional?
Very emotional.
Yeah.
Yep, but it was great.
We talked before we went on the air how you really don't know until you're put in that position, right?
Right.
At the same time, you want to think that if a loved one passed and a part of them went to somebody else, I think after the initial grieving process, time after time, you'd probably want to meet that person, wouldn't you?
I think so, too. Yeah.
On the other end, as your dad, a recipient of the heart, I'm guessing he maybe wanted to meet them, too?
He was very excited, yes. And for them to be so remarkable, it was just unbelievable. It was a good experience.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, you just never know.
No.
All right, and as far as the heart transplant, everything went well?
Yep, everything's going very well. They told my dad it would take a good year before he'd start feeling better. And that was very true. He just started, it had been a year this past January, and just now he started to be more active, riding bike, going for walks, and so it's been going very well.
That's awesome to hear. Now, you're hoping to continue to do the 5K?
Yes.
And continue to try to raise funds for this?
Yes, and all of our funds have been going to the Second Chance for Life Foundation in Minneapolis, and that foundation is affiliated with the University of Minnesota, and they just help the patients and their families when they're going through a transplant. It can take a long time, and they're just there to give you information, take you out for supper. If you need funds, they're willing to help. So.
To help in any way.
Yes.
Awesome. All right. If somebody wants to donate, can they get a hold of you?
Sure. You can reach me, email rthamm@gvtel.com, or you can even give me a call at 796-4692.
Okay, 796-4692, and just give you a call?
Yes.
And they get the process started. And again, for those that maybe just joined us, again, to get involved, to become an organ donor, what's the process?
Easy as pie. Go to your license bureau and sign up on your driver's license, check the box, or go to donatelife.com, and you can register right online.
I'm guessing you're an organ donor.
I am.
Me too. Welcome to the club, right?
Yes.
Tracy, so much appreciate you coming in and visiting. It is such an important thing, and I know a lot of us don't always think about organ donation, but you should give it some serious thought. If you've never thought about it, you should probably talk it over with your family and maybe get involved, huh?
Right. Yep.
All right. Tracy, thanks for coming in. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Mark.
Tracy Ham, and she is, again, our hometown hero today. Hometown hero brought to you by Oakley Quilting Supply, Roxbury Truck Repair, and Marco.